did you had to pivot then, or is maybe just in general because you learn every day, right? So what kind of changes have you had to make for Krado from when you had that first, start saying, the idea on the little napkin to you are today?
Oh, I am a master at pivoting. And so, yeah. So the original idea for Krado had nothing to do with plants. The original idea was blockchain plus electronic medical records.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah. And here we are today working on plants. So let me tell you about pivoting, right?
Yeah.
But the lesson here is pivoting is critical for any startup. You have to be able to pivot. You cannot be locked in with the original idea, right? Blockchain with electronic health records is a great idea, but the market demand isn't there. There's a lot of friction points. And more importantly, there have been very big people, Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, Apple, Google, that have all tried this and they all failed. And so that it was like, what am I going to do that the guys with all the resources and wealth in the world couldn't do? Like, what am I going to contribute here? So we pivoted and we kept looking and exploring all sorts of different things we could do with blockchain, right? So we were looking at real estate, title, genetics, automotive. And what we deemed on our end was just the technology at the time isn't ready. And I still don't think it's quite ready yet for mass adoption. And so, we were looking at, well, what else can we do? And the other, that's where we start talking about our own personal pain points. And I was talking about my issues with plants. My co-founder was talking about issues with his lawn. And I was like, oh, hey, like we're kind of doing the same problem. And I already have something built that I just created on the side that my wife thought would be a great product. But I was like, oh, like hardware is hard. So I don't want to really go down that road. And here I am going down that road.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Mind Innovation Podcast. New episodes are dropping bi-weekly, so make sure you're following wherever you get your podcast. You can find me on LinkedIn, search for Sannah Vinding. You can also find me on YouTube, search for Mind Innovation, or go to my website, sannahvinding.com or mindinnovation.com. Stay curious, keep learning.